Greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope this is working. It shows me that it's working, so we will see what goes on. But let's let's kind of address what's going on right now with this video. So this video is a video that's going to be up, and it is to kind of introduce, as the title says, introduce and kind of get feedback on the idea of having either a monthly, a bi-weekly, or a weekly video to kind of address the state of the association, which is what it's called. And not just the state of the association, but also the things you'd like to see more, or questions and answers, and things like that. And it can be over all different types of things. It'll be a live one like this is, and it'll just be off the cuff with me, not really scripted except for the questions that we would go over. So that would be something that we would do. Hopefully it would be of interest to you guys. I'd like to do it because I like interacting with you. It would be a live event like this, and you would be able to submit questions right off the bat and right in the YouTube chat. If it got big enough, we would be able to do it through other types of chats if necessary, but otherwise it will be mainly here and mainly on the YouTube. So that's what this one is for, so that you guys can get an idea of what the format would be. The sound would probably be better because I do have a microphone that we could use for it, other than this one that you guys are hearing right now. So how would the flow go for these videos if they are a thing that you are interested in? They would go, we would have the extension, the event announced probably a week or two beforehand, maybe longer if we get the chance. And we would kind of start off with announcements and what's going on with the Eden Wellness Alliance. But then after that, we would go into the Q&A, and we wouldn't spend a lot of time on the announcements or the events that are coming up. Just to give you an idea of how long that would take, I would say, hey, welcome to the Eden Wellness Alliance's live State of the Association address, and welcome everybody there. We're going to go over our events that we have coming up. So we have an event coming up for the Eden Wellness Alliance on the 20th, if anyone is interested in that. It would be for our couples footsie time is what we call it. It's our reflexology class. You bring a buddy and you get reflexology treatments on each other, and you learn what essential oils can be used during that. So that would be a great one for our members if you're interested in such a thing. However, we also have some other events coming up, and I'll pull those up for you. We have an event coming up this week, Introduction to EOs for Horses and Dogs. That's going to be, there's going to be two of these. One on August 12th is going to be Friday at 6 p.m. It's at 500 Echo Road, Huntington, Arkansas. That's 72940 if you need the zip code for your Google. And that would be one, as it says, an introduction for equines and canines and the EOs that you can use on them. Really good event if you have pets. Definitely something that you would want to do if you have those. If you're not a evening person that wants to go in the evening class, there is one the next day, August 13th. Introduction to EOs for Horses and Dogs at J Bar K Ranch. There's a Facebook events for both of these. In fact, all three of these, including the one that's for the Eden Wellness Alliance itself. If you need the address for the J Bar K Ranch, we can get that for you and make sure that you have that information so that you can go there. So that's our announcements. And as you guys see, that just takes just a little bit of time. It is not a big deal. So that's the main thing that we would do with that. And then we would go right in to our questions and answers, which may be anything from health-related, wealth-related, wellness, relationships, just what is the Eden Wellness Alliance, things like that. And this would allow us to really cover things that people want to know about that are both in and out of the association. This is something that I would like to iterate. This is not just for people within the association. If you don't know what the Eden Wellness Alliance is and are not a part of it yet, it is a private member association that you can become part of, and there's a one-time membership fee that lasts for your lifetime. That is just so that everything is legal according to the systems that we have in place through the Constitution and through the different modes that are there. It is constitutionally protected. So as long as the Constitution stands, it's protected under the amendments that are therein. And that's something that can be gone into in more detail if that question comes up. So that's what I'm hoping to get done. We'll have a regular thing that both members and non-members can come to online and say, hey, this is interesting. I want to know about this, or I have a question about this. I would say that sometimes, because it is a non-member thing, I will have to edit what I say. I won't be able to be as completely out there as I would, or completely not honest, because I'm always honest, but I'm going to have to be compliant. That's the word I was looking for. Compliant with FDA regulations and things like that with my answers. So that is something to consider, but otherwise it's going to be just like talking with me, as if you had met me or seen me on the street and said, hey, well, what about this? Or hey, what about that? Or, just something like that. I do hope that this is something you're interested in. I like formats like this where people get to ask questions and submit them. Online classes are a lot of fun, and they're convenient for a lot of people that can't make it to regular classes. If you are part of the Eden Wellness Alliance, you know that a lot of our events are membership-only events, and that's not because we don't want people to come, but it's because we want people to come and be able to just lay out information for them. There's always that FDA compliance, HIPAA compliance, all those different things that make it problematic for me to share stories and things like that people would want me to share, that the people I've talked with would want me to share and worked on would want me to share. We can't always do that. That's something that has to happen either on a one-on-one with a member that wants to know about something, or wants to know about how this or that has helped this or that specific disease. That's not something that I'm going to be able to cover. I will be able to cover things that are therapeutic or help your body, support your body's natural processes when it comes to disease questions or things like that. Just something to keep in mind for this type of stream. But other than that, I don't really have much to say about what might come from this, but hopefully something interesting, hopefully something you like. And this first time we may not get a lot of questions, so it may be shorter. But we're going to shoot for next week to try and do a stream. We'll go ahead and set it up and put it on our Facebook. If you don't follow us on Facebook yet, I highly encourage you to, because that's where we release all of our event schedules. We do have a website, but it's mainly there as a placeholder right now until we get everything updated and situated the way we want, and purchase the domain name and things like that. All that jazz that has to go on to make it really a successful website for someone. So Facebook is the best way to get information on when we're starting up. That and just emailing us. So if you want to follow us on Facebook, it is just the Eden Wellness Alliance on Facebook. You just search that, or you can just put Facebook slash or hash the Eden Wellness Alliance. That's going to get you to where our Facebook page is, directly to it. It's going to have the same symbol as you see on your YouTube channel. It's going to have the triangle with the circle and the tree of life in it. So I encourage you to go there and follow us. There's lots of other things that we try to share video every day. We were updating our Twitter regularly, but we haven't got a lot of information and feedback from that. So if you do follow Twitter, you can follow us there. But most of our updates are going to be through Facebook. That's everything I have for you guys. You can email us at adam.theeden@gmail.com. That's adam.theeden@gmail.com if that's what you would prefer to do to get better understanding of what we do. And thank you very much. I will see you guys hopefully next week. Have a great day. God bless and enjoy.